was an issue of staffing. And first, they addressed the season start cinematic. They confirmed that they did plan to release a cinematic similar to their other masterpieces, focused on champions having battles. They had the budget for it, they had the right team on it, but something happened and they failed to deliver. Unfortunately, we never learn what that issue was, and it seems quite crucial. Now, after this, Medler gave us a bit more info on Reddit. He mentioned that Brink of Infinity was not the original cinematic they were working on. Once again, something happened, they couldn't release it, but people were expecting a cinematic. So they decided to put something together with their limited time instead of doing nothing. But he also admits that if they told people that they couldn't release the original cinematic, the backlash wouldn't be as big. In a different answer, he added that the original cinematic got scripted and it was partway through development. And he confirmed that as people were speculating, we got Aatrox's ward because Aatrox was going to be a central character, just like what happened with Ornn and his ward. And lastly, he mentioned that it is possible that for the 2024 cinematic, they may release their original 2023 cinematic, but they will adjust it for their 2024 plans. This would allow them to still show people their original plans, but also let it tie into champion releases and narrative of 2024. If you ask me, if you make the first half of the cinematic your original 2023 version, and then you make it transition into your vision for 2024, that would be a win-win for everyone. Maybe you put in a central character who has
nothing wrong with that.
Past, and
Why waste assets and stuff that's already there?
There are ways to script it so that you can release 2 cinematics at once. Anyway, after this, they both agreed that the season start cinematic was not the first mark they missed. And they agreed that
I mean, they could just finish it and just release it a little bit later. People would still be hyped. It just wouldn't be, you know, at the beginning of the season. Nothing's wrong with that.
Events felt stale for a while. So they will try to give us something interesting to do besides filling battle passes or buying skins. Yes, they actually said it.
But events need to have something, novel and interesting to actually do to play, not just a pass to grind or the skins to buy or whatever.
And I am happy to hear that they do agree that the game modes are the missing puzzle piece.
Yeah, we need something to do besides the same game over and over and over and over.
That team ended up making TFT. We all know that this turned into a big success, but ultimately, it also meant that League didn't have a game modes team anymore. Now, of course, this is nothing new. We knew about this. We knew about this because I told people about this in an hour-long video.
Though our work is brilliant, even we were not the first to break the cycle. Rioters with great passion also carry a great curse. Their talents are too great to be locked inside a PvP game. Their hearts yearn for a clean slate. And so, just as Riot Latency, the forefather of Star Guardian Invasion, built Riot Forge to make people happy beyond League of Legends, so shall we build a new game to prolong our legacy. Until next time, take it easy.
How many of you paid attention to the cleverly hidden story, Anyway, Bright Moon added that they gradually started rebuilding.
I don't remember. You don't gotta judge me like that.
He also admits they haven't prioritized it. And that took courage to say, because he essentially admitted that they knew that's what people wanted to see, but their team was focused on something else. He then followed up that the good news is that currently the game modes team is ready and running. They are staffed up and they are ready to execute. And in fact, apparently last week they tested their new prototype of a game mode. It will be 2v2v2v2. Where sets of 2 people get matched against each other in deathmatch-like rounds, where you level up and buy items in between rounds.
Oh, that sounds fun.
A bit clunky, but it is showing a lot of promise.
Yeah, that does sound really good.
The plan is to show their art for the game mode around March, and they will try to get it out around the middle of the year. He ended this by mentioning that even the game modes team is still part of the short-term updates, and they still have some long-term updates which they are working on. After this, Bright Moon confirmed what I said at the beginning. Every developer wants to release a good game. that should be a given. And so, when Nicolo said that this year is gonna have the biggest year of funding for League, Bright Moon confirmed that was true. And this budget should really reflect on the long-term investment in League, with one of these investments being their underlying technology. The benefits of this should apparently show in some of their projects planned for 2023, but we were told these were multiple-year projects. It should cover stuff like how they make their art, or how they create or modify maps. That sounds like a very important word. One thing
Please
players
change the
really wanted to
maps.
see is maps beyond Summoner's Rift.
Oh my god,
But
please.
apparently they will
Like, they could still just keep the same shape as Summoner's Rift and just give it just a remodel, a whole different look to it. You know, there's so many different worlds that would fit for, Summoner's Rift that doesn't have to be the same look. You know what I mean? Just new makeup. Because there's so many times it would just be nice to start a game up and it just look different. And that's sometimes enough for like PvP matches that they don't have to change a whole lot in order to make it, newer. Sometimes just a different flavor, especially with the fact that that you would think just people just wanting different skins, that goes a long way. You're playing the same champion, but at least it looks visually different each time you play it if you have a bunch of skins for it. It's the same thing with TFT. You just different maps, you get to choose a different look and whatnot, different little chibi guy. It just adds more to it. It's the same thing pretty much, but just that added extra stuff to it that changes makes it feel a little different than always seeing the same map over and over and over and over. I mean, it would be nice if they did do a little bit of changes to different maps, but that's not, something that's needed. Something as simple as adding, with ARAM having the bilge water thing in rotation is enough to make a difference for it. It doesn't have to be, but that's not what I mean. It does make a big difference, and it doesn't have to be something grand. They don't have to reshape. They don't have to put where all the bushes are. They don't have to make the monsters be in a different spot to completely change up like the gameplay. Just the aesthetic is enough sometimes.